If you could send a message to yourself, the you of the past, what would you tell them? Would you tell them that you just have to try harder, you have to give it your all, you have to dare to be the change you're looking for, you have to make sacrifices and take risks to succeed? What would be the message that you can tell yourself? If I could tell myself or send a message to myself in the past, I honestly wouldn't know what to say, because I still haven't found the answer. I still haven't found the ingredient needed for me to get to where I want to be. And I still haven't found the answer to the questions that I'm looking for. It's like telling a coward to be brave. It doesn't work that way. A lot of times for us to succeed and to have the advancements in our life that we want, we have to be pushed into a corner. We have to be backed into a corner when you finally say to yourself you had enough. You finally say to yourself that you're going to make things better because you don't have another choice. Because as long as we have choices, we are never going to choose the most difficult of the choices. And that is what brings me here today. I've always loved film. I've always loved storytelling. I've always loved creating characters and reaching out to people through fiction. And for so long, I've put that skill, that creativity, that necessary component of who I am, I've always put on the side, if it was in college, or if it was trying to join the workforce, or if it was trying to advance in your career, I've always put on the side. I never got to the point where I can look back and say, I finally crossed that hill. I finally accomplished what I set out to do. I haven't had that euphoric feeling of success by seeing your hard work pay off. So if I had a message to send myself, my younger self, I still wouldn't know what to say. But when you're finally backed into a corner, like I said, it takes you to a place where you are squeezed and you're pressed and you are converted into something else. So last month I was laid off from work unexpectedly. It was a job I liked. It was working with a lot of people that I liked. And I felt I was finally going somewhere in my career. Before that, I've done internships, and I was in university for so much time, and I worked in, I had a side job in retail, so I was finally feeling like I was getting somewhere. I was finally building a career, and then before you know it, that you have to start over again. And in that process, the shock and the shame of being out of work, I had a decision where I can put my dreams and who I am and what I really want to do on hold again and go after a career again, or I can take a risk, or I can start from scratch building something that I want instead of someone else's dreams. So I took my savings and I started building this brand called Generation Studios. And the main thing that I want to share is inspiration and motivation, because it is something that my entire life I have severely lacked and needed. And motivation from family, motivation from friends, motivation comes to you from lots of different sources, but it's not like the motivation that comes from yourself. When you know that you can do it, when you see the challenges and you want to go past them. That's something that you have to learn from experience. And to be honest, I'm still learning. And I don't think there's any shame in learning. I don't think there's any shame in taking risk, as long as you're responsible for the outcome and you're willing to pick yourself up if you fail. And that's where I am at in my life right now. So anyone watching this who is looking for, the tips to success or what to do next to earn the success that you're looking for, then I can't tell you any of that because I don't know. But what I do know is what it takes for you to get started down that path, for what it takes for you to get through that door to begin the journey, is when you have no other choice or any option other than who you are and the skill that you have developed up until that point. So if that somehow inspires you, then that's great. But I hope that reaches someone. I hope that realization that I've had recently means something to you as well.